today we are going to talk about the physical aspect of wellness.
I am very happy to introduce and I welcome Dr. Priyanka Gandhi, who is a physiotherapist and rehabilitation consultant since 7 years. She's also a Pilates instructor. So, welcome, doctor. And today's topic specifically is about swallowing. जब हम न्यूट्रिशन की बात किए थे, हमने swallowing का एक पॉइंट था जब मैंने बोला कि स्वॉलोइंग के बारे में मैं बहुत कम बात करूंगी क्योंकि यू नीड एन एक्सपर्ट टू एक्सप्लेन मोर, लेकिन अगर स्वॉलोइंग का मैकेनिज्म इफेक्ट होता है तो न्यूट्रिशन बहुत बहुत उसमें गैप्स हो जाते हैं और malnourishment का खतरा होता है. So without wasting any time, doctor, please welcome and we'll start.
Thank you, Sonam, for a lovely introduction, and thank you, Manazri, for having me over with you guys. So today, like you explained, swallowing is yes, and very, very important part in terms of nutrition and in terms of our health. Like I always would like to mention, is somebody can make you feed till here, like till your mouth. But the chewing and the swallowing is one thing we'll have to do it by ourselves. मतलब I don't think कि वो अभी तक हम इतना progress कर पाए हैं कि वो भी हम simulate कर ले कोई और हमारे लिए. So that is a very, very important aspect for our integral health. अब क्या होता है, there are certain diseases जिसमें ये swallowing issues होते हैं, and there are certain I would say specially abled kids or specially abled people जिनमें swallowing के issues बहुत common है. But for today, let's address the basic concept of it, how it happens. So what happens is the swallowing is the muscles that are used for swallowing are the pharyngeal muscles, which are located here, and those are tiny muscles. Those are not big muscles like our biceps, for example. So these muscles also get tired easily. Now, for example, when a person is maybe having a Parkinson's disease or maybe cerebral palsy, so इनमें क्या होता है, the nervous system to generate and stimulate, like the connection from the brain to your swallowing aspect is not going right somewhere. And hence, इनमें ये issues बहुत common and prevalent है. But we also need to understand that swallowing issues could also be related when our posture goes wrong. Now, how does this happen? We are able to swallow because our head is placed in between the shoulders. For example, if our posture goes wrong, like maybe we're stooped or we are here, all these are like, new age problems because of our desktop and the new age generation, कि हम हमेशा ही यहाँ पे है. Now, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, all these neck and the pharyngeal muscles, they don't get enough contraction to relaxation time. And उसके वजह से the muscles are already lengthened so much कि उनको they lose their efficiency to give you an effective swallowing. And like you mentioned, then it definitely leads to malnourishment. So, I think this is the mechanism how we end up into swallowing problems. Definitely a more prevalent, like speech and swallowing therapists are the right people to go to. But the basics of it is what we need to understand and start exercising or start looking into these matters.
Yeah. So, yes, you spoke about the issues of swallowing and how and why this happens. So you did mention in your previous video about this exercise of tucking your chin in. Would this also help in swallowing?
Oh, yes, definitely. It is one of a very, very important exercise. So what we need to do is, firstly, like I had mentioned, we need to correct our shoulder blades. We are here. Now, when we are here, we are not able to do our shoulder movements properly. We're not able to breathe properly. We're not able to swallow properly. All these related changes, we don't realize it, but over a period of time, those will happen. we're not able to breathe. Our lungs are maybe just functional at 50% of capacity. So we need to be here. We need to correct the upper back posture. We need to do the chin tucking in, chin tuck exercise to just align the head. Now, these are common postural exercises that we need to do. There is one more, there are a couple of exercises to strengthen just the pharyngeal or just the muscles involved in swallowing, I can say. Maybe you can just take a ball, or somebody can just take a fist. It's a excellent tool to maybe, not requiring any aid. They can just put the fist in between the chin and the chest. Okay. And then you're just going to apply a little force through your chin muscles to push it onto the fist. Now, that is an excellent exercise. We're working out these muscles here. So we just need to do 5 holds and 5 times. That's it. Take a break, and maybe over a period of next 4 to 5 hours, we can repeat that again. Because, like I mentioned, these muscles are tiny. We can't exercise them too much and fatigue them. So we'll have to give them longer breaks and a shorter period of exercise. So this is one tool of strengthening the laryngeal and the pharyngeal muscles. There are also a lot of salivation, or what I generally say is the tongue component of the mouth, which is also involved in swallowing. So, like a very basic exercise, like just putting your tongue onto your upper part of the mouth, like
Hard
yeah,
palate
like a hard palate, yeah.
behind
So
the,
I think Minajji,
yeah.
correct. So Minajji would have an idea of all of these exercises, because these are your special exercises involving the mouth, salivation, swallowing kind of, and speech. So all these kind of exercises are also going to help them swallow better. And like we know, first maybe we start with the soft morsel, or soft foods, and then slowly move on to your hard part of the bites and eating things. So these are the things where swallowing helps. A lot of tongue exercises is what I feel aids in swallowing as well.
That's great. Is it possible to give us a very short, quick routine, just for somebody who's trying to do something by themselves by just watching our video, just को swallowing में थोड़ी
Sure,
तकलीफ हो रही है. So just maybe
sure.
2-3 quick tips to start with.
For sure. So, firstly, what I can say is start with your upper back posture. Because if that goes wrong, we're not going to do anything good. So, just correcting the shoulder blades. Excellent way is stick yourself to the wall and push your blades onto the wall. Because otherwise, we don't realize what we're doing right and wrong, either in front of the mirror or with the help of the wall. You're just going to push your shoulder blades, try touching your head also onto the wall, and push it a little behind. So we can do that for 5 to 7 reps. The same way you can, like we did the chin tuck, if somebody is not able to understand कि मुझे कितना करना है, क्या करना है, they can again just place their head onto the wall, and gentle pressure they can apply with their back portion of the head. So that will strengthen the back portion of the neck and align in the posture. So that's two. The third one would I would say is just take a ball, or just take a towel, just like crumble it, put it here, and use your these muscles to just apply a little pressure onto the equipment that you are using, and that will strengthen the front portion of the neck. So these are the three exercises. The next three exercises will be related to the mouth, I would say. That would be sticking your tongue to the hard palate and trying to swallow. Like, you're keeping the tongue there and just a little swallow. That's it. So that would be very, very limited repetitions, maybe say 5 to 6 repetitions, and they're good. Then they're going to same way stick the tongue out to the upper lip And while doing that, they're again going to try and swallow. So these are little exercises which will help the internal swallowing muscles to be built up. And the last one I would say is the same way they're going to deviate the tongue on both the sides, to the right and the left, and try and swallow. And the last is just rolling the tongue completely all over through the mouth. So all these exercises are going to be helpful for them to, I mean, these are basic ones. For I would say, like a more precise ones or more problems with swallowing, they can definitely seek more help from a speech therapist or occupational therapist.
This was absolutely fantastic, doctor. Thank you so much. That's such a simple, wonderful, easy routine to follow. There's not
Oh,
much you
yes,
need to do. You can do it sitting in the comfort of your own home. And I'm very
yes.
sure कि seniors को इससे बहुत बहुत फायदा होगा. अगर आपको हमारा channel और हमारा content पसंद आ रहा है तो please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, doctor, for your time and
Thank you.
cheers
I
to
need to
wellness.
thank you guys for having me over. Cheers.
Very
Cheers
much.
to House of Wellness.
Cheers.
Cheers to wellness.